Hey everybody, this is Jabba Honk and welcome to the first episode of Jabba Draws. And just like the last time, I take all the streams that I put on my Twitch and just put some speed painting video on it, with a little bit of commentary here and there. Now, one of the first things I kind of mostly did was, once I've sort of completed the pencil drawing, that I would kind of work in and to do all of the inking. Unfortunately, I didn't do that, but I kind of did it on, the night before the stream. As for much, I would, get all the colors that I kind of needed for the flat color. And while all of this was going on, I needed to find a style that would fit most likely for the finished product. And what I would actually go for is to do a watercolor setting. So what I kind of did was I kind of looked back to my previous drawings, previous artworks that I used to have, and I guess you could say improve upon and kind of learn my mistakes. So what I kind of sort of did was, as for watercolor, I actually have to go from light to dark. So I would have to paint it very lightly, and then I would actually add in more color. And the more color that you would add it, the more darker the value as it goes. It was actually a pretty fun process to do, but it was pretty hard to actually keep it as consistent as I can though. When it comes to animating, for some bits and pieces, I would have to at least think ahead before I would actually go into animating some bits. So for doing the rain animation, I would actually have to paint a background first of all. So first I would actually have to do a pencil background, so then that way I can, watercolor on top of it, just to kind of keep it the style that I will be looking for. Oh, and it works. It just works. So afterwards, I would use the the inking brushes, and what I did was using the space effect, and what I kind of did afterwards, I would kind of go in and use the blender and just kind of do some like diagonal crosses, which would have like a raining effect. I was like, oh, why could I do that? And of course later on I kind of did for the eyes and the raindrop for just a couple of frames, which of course I have to do it separately due to the computer's technical difficulties. Now when it comes to, the drawings themselves, which I always draw them traditionally on, pencil and paper, the context behind it is a bit different. So back about 2019, I get picked on by one of my friends from Discord, and what happens is that my persona looks a bit similar to, Falcon from Game Rings, even though this was a sketch that was from my summer vacation prior to this. So now I'm just getting picked on for the rest of my life now. So for the end of it, I'd rather switch over to Valentine's because it's much more, relatable. And so I did. Well, there are some unused key poses /1 of the breakdown, as you can kind of sort of see. I had to use one frame just to kind of save the time, but it would have been great if it actually animated if I actually kept going. So the next time, I will animate it. So when it comes to Valentine's Day, what are my thoughts on it? For my thoughts, it's just that it felt like a gimmick, you know what I mean? And I'm saying it to an opinion though, alright? Everybody had its own. But the point is, I just felt alone, I wasn't as happy, and I just felt humiliated, deep down, mentally. And these were just odd days, they're not just like every single day, Sometimes the day was fantastic, and then there's some days that aren't as fantastic as the previous. But as such, you gotta keep trying. Now before we close the video down, I wanted to make a closing kind of a statement though. So even if you are a bit lonely in the Valentine's Day, there are some people that can be, supportive. So if you do like the video, you can hit the likes, you can comment about it. Hell, why not subscribe to this channel? And if you wanted to, follow me on my other social media platforms, links will always be in the description. And with that, I hope you folks, enjoy this, and I would actually talk to you all later. See ya.